If this were your podcast,
Yeah. Oh.
how would you start it?
Oh my gosh, if it was my podcast.
Yes.
Hi guys, welcome to the podcast. Here I have the wonderful Carlos, singer,
Yeah.
producer,
Yup.
podcaster, actor,
Yup.
model. If not, what are we doing?
Right.
Um,
I do want to get into that, so we're on our way.
Such a genuine soul, great conversationalist.
Oh, thank
And
you.
here we have, the most wonderful human being on this podcast, you guys. That's how it started.
So this is Amanda. Beautiful soul. We'll start with that. I think the way I would maybe rearrange that is because I don't know much of you. I'm learning of you right now. And I know you're a model and an actor, and you're funny.
Okay. Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, I think so. And just very animated, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like that because it feels like you're willing to just be without having to like think too much about like what someone else
Whatever
might
comes
be.
out is gonna come out.
I love that, as it should be.
I mean, to a point,
be.
but like, yeah, we're just.
I know we always have to
here.
like mask in certain settings,
Right,
you know,
right,
but right, be professional.
Right.
But yeah, no, I love your energy.
Yeah.
How do you make a living?
Well, as you mentioned, modeling, acting, and then not so much recently, but like production. So like PA stuff, event things, casting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are my three.
How
things.
does that work? I've never done PA work.
Oh,
Or
really?
casting, actually, either.
How does it work? That's a good. Wow, you're asking great questions already.
I
wait,
mean,
what do you mean?
are
how
you a
does-
beginner in that world too? Like, are you like figuring it out?
I mean, kinda. I feel like so it's very interesting when you go on set, like background, for example. I feel like whether you're doing TV, film, background is kind of background.
Yes.
But I feel like
yeah.
when you're PAing for like a photo shoot, like a fashion shoot, I feel like that's different than like film
Then
versus
paying
like
for film and-
commercial.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's all kind of the same. I don't know.
Okay,
It's
so
just like moving stuff around. They're like, pick up dental floss, and I'm like, they don't have mint in any store nearby, and you just have to like find it. That's like a random thing. Typically, it's like if anyone's gonna put out the trash. Actually, I don't know that I've ever.
It
taken
sounds
out the
like
trash.
it's like the
It's
extra
like
work.
grunt
that,
work.
Yeah.
It's just whatever.
It's
They're like,
anything
we
that
need-
anybody else doesn't have a specific job for already.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to think of like what I've done as a PA. Oh my gosh, I worked for this commercial for a car like brand. I don't even know. I don't know what it was. And we had a lot of kids on set. So on that particular day, I was the PA for the children. You just gotta wrangle those kids. Do you want snacks? Like, okay, we want this outfit. And I would take photos and send it to the producer. And then he'd send it to wardrobe or like whatever that is. And then I'd be like, okay, we're gonna change in your second look. Okay, we want you on stage. And it was just making sure they were like entertained and like their little class teacher person was there. So like, do you
Right,
need
'cause they have to go to
books or
class.
like, yeah, that was strange for commercial. I didn't really think. Like for
Yeah.
TV shows where they're there consistently, I'm like, oh yeah, they need like school.
Right.
But for like a one-off, I thought that was so weird.
I mean, how long were you guys there for?
I think it was like all day. It was like, I don't know, 10 hours, 12 hours.
And you're like, they.
Well,
still
the
have to go to
kids
school
were
for a
only
day.
there for what, like 6 or like they can
Yeah,
only stay for so long.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like 8 hours.
I think depending on the age.
Oh, really?
I don't really
Yeah, kids
know.
have a lot of different rules,
They got
which
a
makes
lot of-
sense, you know, with the whole child labor situation.
You need like permits and stuff. You know what's hilarious is when I was in Idaho for Christmas or something, I got an audition for family, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have my mother-in-law, my niece, my nephew, like my husband. This is great. Like we're gonna have everybody together. And they were asking for, they're like, oh, and do the kids have their permits? And I'm like, this is Idaho. They don't need permits. That's probably a reason why we never got a call back. Because they were like, yeah, because they're just like, we're shooting in LA. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to need all that. Yeah, Idaho, you don't need that.
Really?
No, you don't need that.
Wow.
Nope, children could just work and, yeah. Just put them to work.
Put them to work. Get them young. Wow. That is so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it easy, like, wrangling those kids? Because I feel like sometimes you get some kids that are just not,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
like,
there. No, I was kidding.
I was like,
they're everywhere,
what word
but
would you
where they're
use?
supposed
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
You know
in
what?
their own world.
Yeah, there was a kid who was kind of a lot, but I mean, they're kids. It's like,
Yeah, I mean,
you should kind of let them run around because you don't necessarily want them doing that on set. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want to be able to contain a little bit.
Just like have a space for them, like do what you want, but here.
Yeah, we had a whole back room for them. I will say they always need like a parent or like a guardian or something. So you do have the adult there. Sometimes I feel like that makes it worse.
Huh.
Because the parents or guardian really does not care and they're very entitled. Like if their kids are like doing commercials on TV shows, I feel like they feel like they are everything and a bag of chips. It's like, ma'am or sir, what are we doing here?
Right, you know? right. Yes,
but no, the kids are so good. I feel like for the most part in the industry, and like I'm sure we'll talk more about modeling, I just feel like people are so kind. Like most of the people are like really good people. I feel like.
Let's get into modeling. I've never really participated in that. I do want to get into it at some point, and I've done like one photo shoot. Yeah. And that was really fun. But I've never. It's hard, like with acting for me at least. I started with background because someone mentioned it somewhere, and I was like, okay, I'll sign up. And then I got into. I understood how to figure it out really quickly.
I feel that.
With modeling, I was like,
how do you even start? Where do you begin?
No, literally, I was like, what do you give them? What do you do when you get on there?
No, that's so good. Okay, so, I made a whole podcast about this actually. Wow. Yeah. No, this is good because a lot of people will ask me how to get started, and I will first say, what do you want to do? Like some people are like, oh my gosh, I would love to do runway, or maybe they're like beauty or print or like athletic stuff. Cool. It's like cool. That's what you want to do. Okay, realistically, what can you do? Right. So do you want to do it like for fun? Are you trying to make money? Because honestly, like anyone could model. Like 5'2" could be on the runway, freaking 3'4". I don't know. Like however, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like if you're wanting to do it like professionally, like more than likely as a girl, you're gonna have to be 5'9", and if you're a man, 6'2" is kind of the sweet spot. And then yeah. Anyway, that's a whole thing. But no,
I know there's always like certain rules that are like they're not rules, but they're rules, you know.
Which I guess I wasn't one of those people who was really mad about the whole like fashion runway sizes for the longest, because I was like, that's just is what it is. And then the more like body positivity, all this stuff, they're like, I was like, yeah, why is this a thing? Sample sizes. I didn't realize that.
What do you mean?
Sample size. So like for a lot of designers, unless you're the freaking Gucci's of the world or whatever, it's like as a designer, you have your sample size, which is usually, think about it, less fabric, want it to show or flow a certain way. You just have a sample size, cheaper. Whatever that is, a 2, a 4, a 6, whatever that is. So you have all the models the same. And for women, like if like, listen, we got hips to worry about, we got legs, thigh, torso. So that's why like you have the thinner models, the sample size. So it just you just know it's gonna fit. You just know it's gonna fit. You don't have to alter it. So you're able to show off the clothes. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I get that. And then now obviously people are changing it up and their sample sizes are different. But I'm like, okay, logistically I understand
why that had to,
how a model would have to be like, everyone would have to be like a size 2 or like a size 4 or whatever. Am I happy about it? Not necessarily, but I understand. Right. I do. I understand a little more. So yeah, what do you want to do? What can you realistically do? Things have changed a lot, but typically if you want to do beauty, like your skin's got to be clear. You wouldn't show up and have like crazy acne and a lot of blemishes and be like, I'm gonna do beauty. There are some brands who like they're highlighting that, but typically they want you to have like really good skin, you know, drink your water, get your rest, don't stress. That's a
luxury.
Easier said than done. Okay. Don't stress. All right.
My God.
Yeah.
What an achievement.
But yeah, realizing whether or not you want to do it more as a hobby or a full-time career. So again, like, I don't know, even just like fitness, like have some muscles. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't go in expecting a brand be like, hey Nike, I really want to work for you, and they're like, where your muscles at? Right. And you're like, they are not on me. Right. Then maybe not. You know what I mean? Maybe not. As like a fitness model, if that makes sense.
Of course, like if you're aiming to be something, like you gotta be able to perform that thing.
Be the thing.
Right.
You know what
I'm not gonna go and start a gymnastics thing if I have
And
like if I cannot do
you're
it.
not gonna do it. No,
I'm gonna hurt myself.
Yeah. But listen, there are gyms out there where you could do that. So it's like if you're trying to be an Olympian, you know, you gotta have the skills. If you're trying to be the next top model, you're gonna have to have certain sizes, look, height, all that stuff. If you're wanting to maybe not do the Olympics of modeling, and maybe more like part-time fun, it's like anybody could do it.
Yeah.
And it's not even anybody could do it and not get paid. Like literally, there's a point in time now, anybody could do it. Everybody's a consumer. They need every look, shape, size. They like literally need everybody. So, but be realistic in what you want to do. And then the main thing I stress is do your research, because you mentioned like, what do you have? I don't know, like kind of how do you get in, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
Where's
for some
that door?
people, what does that look like? Like how does that world, how do the doors open?
Right, no, literally.
There are scams. Oh my gosh. If anything will rile me up, it's people being like mistreated or taken advantage of. And you have a lot of young people starting modeling, or a lot of parents who want their kids to do it and they just don't know the industry. You should never pay to model. Like point blank period.
Heard it here first.
No. I do understand how there's some agencies that they want you to take classes. That's not really a thing. If it's like a legit modeling agency, it's not really a thing. I feel like I do know of some places where like you might get booked and they have required classes, but it's not really a thing. That's a red flag. Yeah, that's a red flag.
Well, good to know, because I have seen some things like that where like they're like pay for like the application, or pay for this or pay for that.
Application?
Or something,
Oh,
you know?
No. I will say I'm with TNG. Shout out TNG in Vegas. Great agency. I would recommend. I think you have a great look. They'd probably actually really like you.
Awesome.
Yeah, just saying. So
we'll get on the phone.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I was really sketched out because they have an annual fee, a website fee. Isn't the internet like, once it's on, isn't it just kind of on? I don't know, but there's like, I think it's like $250 a year. I think they actually hiked it up to like $350 for the. I'll just say $250 because I'm not sure. I think it's like $250 a year.
Wow.
Every year. It's not like an initial startup fee. Every year.
Wow.
You gotta pay.
They're like SAG dues,
bro. I thought it was. But they're like legit. But that's not normal.
Right.
But they're legit. They're good people. So I'm like, okay, I'll give you my money.
Right.
I'll give you my money.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm getting that money back,
exactly.
then I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like with commercials. Have you been on Commercials Extra yet? Or do you go with them?
No, I need to sign up with them.
I like them because you don't pay them unless they get you work, first of all. And I'm like, okay, this makes sense, right? It should all be like that. And it's like $60 a month if in that month they made you more than $300 or something. And so I'm like, this makes sense. You made me money, I'll make you money. Great. And so that's why I'm like, I'll tell everyone. I'll be like, get on Commercials Extras.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
but also don't, because I need work.
Stop. Imagine they're like, Carlos, Amanda. I think we're probably okay, but to anybody else who's looking somewhat this,
yeah,
they don't want you. I'm just kidding.
No,
Maybe.
no.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not like I get a lot of work from them or whatever.
Because people like you keep signing up. They need to cut it out.
But also, it makes sense that they would only get you like 1 or 2 jobs a month, so that way they're only getting their money, and then next month they could get you another thing, so they can get another 60.
Okay.
So it makes sense.
Spread the wealth. All right. Well,
it's fine. Yeah. I wouldn't have got that job if I hadn't signed up anyway, so it's fine.
True. True. So that brings me to my next point.
Yes.
So with modeling, you can decide whether or not. Well, this is the thing. We could decide that we want to work commercials. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. But if you want to be an agency model versus freelance, and the difference is obviously like with acting, like we're self-submitting all the time versus like having an agent who's going to, I was going to say self-submit, who will submit for you. So having an agent, they can figure out paperwork things and rates and stuff. There's no union in acting, so it's nice to have someone kind of be in your corner. In modeling. Yeah. Did I say acting? Yes. I did say acting.
You did.
You're
it's okay.
so good. You're quick. Wow.
Gotcha.
You're so good. I feel so supported.
Got you.
Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, with modeling, there's like no union or anything, so they can pretty much do whatever they want. and it's super sketch.
That sounds very sketchy.
Like, you actually really gotta watch out for yourself in a lot of ways, especially with acting or with modeling. Look at me. What's going on? What is going on?
Well, you act, so it's, just, it's a lot.
I'm acting like I'm a model. Runway, I'm like, be a model, be a model, be a model. You caught me. Oh, boy. Yeah, so with modeling, there's no union. You listen. You got to do your research. You got to read. Make sure everything is in writing, whether it's a payment, whether it's what you're shooting. If you're shooting beauty, it should be on paper. When you get there and the guy or girl photographer, usually the men, are like, oh, just unbutton one more button. Actually, it's going to be super artistic if you just take your shirt off and we just shoot from the back. And bro, did we agree to do that? Listen, there's nothing wrong with doing whatever you want to do. But don't show up and then it turns into like a nude shoot and you're like, wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Yeah. So
and I feel like they would do that like one button at a time, basically, until it's like,
bro,
wait, how did we get here?
This guy was so brave as to do that. My boyfriend was right there, bro. Why are you gonna be like unbutton the button? I mean, I get to a point like, you know, what you're wearing right now is a vibe. Unbutton 2 is a vibe. I get that, but like,
right.
Sir. So anyway.
And aside from that, also, where's the extra pay? Because that when it gets to certain like exposure, let's say,
exactly, yeah,
you need to pay me more for that.
Yeah,
you know.
Which, I mean, to a point, this is so hard because like in the arts, you know, there's not really like a starting wage. You know, it's not like I'm into music now. Someone's like paying you for your time. Like, you really have to come up with a rate for like every job. I mean, luckily being in SAG, there's like rates starting out, but like in modeling, like a lot of it is exposure starting off. And I feel like that's okay to a point, but like, especially when you are doing those exposure or TFP, which is like trade for print, or test shoots where like you're just mutually, like the photographer, the makeup artist, we're all collaborating so we get content out of it or whatever.
Right.
I feel like I feel like that's fine. And even now, I think building your portfolio, I still do tests even now. No one's getting paid. Sometimes I'll pay the photographer. But
right,
yeah.
because you're getting something in return, which is the photos.
Yes, 100%. Yep. So, yeah, the money thing is huge. And people get screwed over because maybe this person's like from New York. Well, let me tell you a little story.
Yeah.
My sister, I never wanted to get into modeling, by the way. Modeling, acting, none of this. This was like not.
Really?
Yeah, no. Did we not talk about this at all? Okay. No. Never in my wildest dreams. No. No. I mean, I know I look disgusting back there.
Yeah, you were like, ugh.
No, it was just not on the horizon, like in any sense. I was like, I went to college for engineering, and I was going to, not anymore, use my brain, okay? You still have to use your brain for this.
Right.
But I was like, I'm in academia, and I'm going to be a smart lady.
Science.
And then, about a year in, I was like, I'm trying to save these brain cells. I ain't got much, but like, let's keep what we have. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't envision myself doing that. Like, not being around people like this.
Yeah.
Background work, print, modeling, like all that stuff. Like, I just love people, which we'll get into. You know what I mean? With our questions. I just lost my train of thought. People.
You didn't want to do modeling.
I didn't want to do modeling. Didn't want to do it. Not on the horizon. No.
And you did engineering for a second, and you were like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's too closed off. And then?
Well, in the middle of my engineering escapades is not the right word choice.
Say adventures?
I don't know. Ventures? My older sister, which, listen, I ride the unicycle because of her. I started skateboarding because of her. You know, older sisters, older siblings, you do a lot of random things, right?
Yes.
So she was modeling around that time.
Okay.
And she was, I am so sorry, but I'm going to say it, one of those dumb models. Dumb. Dumb.
They're out there.
You're out
there.
She was eating like 3 apples a day because the photographer from New York told her she either needed to size up or size down. But this is what I'm trying to tell you.
That's all she ate?
It lasted for like 2 weeks. And then she's like, I'm getting lightheaded. I don't feel good. I'm like,
Yeah.
What do you... Now listen, we all do a lot of things when we're younger, so
Right.
you know what I mean? That was a whole thing. But I was like, I'm not going to do that. Especially even 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I'm like, how long have I been modeling? Almost 15, 12 years maybe?
That's a good amount of time.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like 12 years. But especially at that time when America's Next Top Model was a thing, it really was like, you got to be a size 0, you got to be a size 2 is like, I don't know. 4 is like, all right, you are curve model. You're a plus model at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she was like, well, I'm not trying to gain weight, so I'm going to lose weight. But all that being said, there was a photographer from New York. He just lived there for like 2 years, and he's like, I'm from New York. He was like an Idaho guy. I used to live in Idaho before LA. And he's like, I'm a New York photographer. I know what I'm saying. It's like, bro, you're not. You just change locations. And that doesn't make you a good photographer.
Right.
It doesn't mean you know anything about nothing. So anyway, all that to say, be careful what people tell you. Do your research. And don't be dumb. Don't eat 3 apples a day. Don't do it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're on like a fast for whatever reason.
Right.
But in general, like, it's just not.
Yeah.
You gotta do something
Your
sustainable.
health is important.
It's
more
so
important
important.
than
Oh my gosh.
your work, I should say.
Yeah.
But so you didn't want to do it, and then she.
Oh yeah. You're like, so how did we get here? So you're eating 4 apples a day.
You just went. My sister's a dumb model. That's all I gotta say.
That's it. Next question.
Not the sister.
Next question.
But yeah, how did she introduce it to you or something?
No, I was like, by no means am I doing any of that.
So she was the example of like,
of
I don't
what
want
not
that
to do.
Yeah, okay.
100%. Great example for people to learn from, hopefully.
Yeah.
So no, I changed my major. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I changed schools, changed my major. And then there was a girl in one of my my communications classes, and she's like, I'm a model, you should model. And I'm like, okay, tell me more. Because, if someone's like, you should play basketball,
right,
and you're like, are you a basketball player? No, but I like it. Or I don't know. You're like, okay, cool. But if someone's like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I'm a coach or whatever, you're like, oh, okay, like, there's more weight to that. So she's like, I'm a model. I have an agency in Idaho. I know. It's like, how, what? She was in a modeling agency. She's like, you could pay for college.
That's a good incentive,
And I was like, you know what? Okay. So I started doing acting and modeling, and then I was like, I really like this.
Oh.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Lovely.
And then the rest is history. And then I've been here, and I've been doing it. I'm trying to think. That must have been 2012, 2013. Okay, yeah, so like 12,
yeah.
13, math.
Yeah, 12 to 13.
See why I stopped engineering.
Exactly what I was going to say.
I think it was like 2012 or 2013. I'm not sure.
Cute. I mean,
yeah.
A minute.
But I was like, wow, I love this. And then I knew at that point when I started, I was like, dang, I'm going to have to see if I could try this full time. Like, I have to try. You know what I mean? I was like, either New York or LA. And I was like, expensive cold, expensive warm. Plus, being from Idaho, LA's closer. So, here we are. Cool. Here we are. Yeah.
What is your favorite way to be alone?
It depends. Because typically, dang, I'm like, a good snack and a little blanket on the couch and a nice little movie.
Cozy.
Is like, yeah. But if I don't typically feel like I need to be alone. But if I'm ever in that mood of like, am I alone by choice or not? If it's not, cause I just have this roommate guy around all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I'm never really like alone. I feel like when I am, it's because he's like out of town or like working.
Right.
And so, but if it's by choice, if I'm like, no, I need time to be alone.
Well, let's say
I'm probably like painting. I'm probably crocheting or like doing a puzzle or something like that. Or cooking. I don't really cook when I'm alone. But yeah, something like that. Something more like crafty. Yeah. Journaling, writing, drawing.
I love that.
More creative.
Painting?
Yeah. Painting?
Paint.
Paint.
Yeah. I mean, you literally had paint, like paint on the floor.
Yeah.
Not paint on the floor,
Well,
painting on the floor.
We'll see if I covered everything up.
Right.
But
Right. Okay, we're gonna circle back to this, but also, I mean, intriguing question. If it's not by choice, right? Like you said.
Right. If it's not my choice.
Like if you just happen to be alone. What's your favorite way to spend that time?
Yeah. Well, listen, it depends what time of day it is. So I have a list. I think I've told you about this list. It's ever growing. It's ever changing. It's getting smaller every day and simultaneously growing exponentially larger. So I like to check things off the list, and it could be anything from a reminder to call or text a friend, or edit my website, or finish a project because I clearly have things going on. So I just like to get things done. I'm always doing something, and it's yeah. Even if it's like I low-key have to like remind myself to like relax.
So
like
that's
do something that I just like enjoy. So which I feel like I enjoy most things, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, like, sometimes like for example, things on that list, maybe creating your website at times can be work where you're like, I don't really want to do this, but I want to get a thing done here.
Or sometimes it feels like a creative outlet because I'm like, I can add the colors or the fonts or whatever.
Right. So it just fluctuates between on how you feel and the time of the day and all that good stuff. So I know how that works.
But I
and
guess
how it feels.
while we're talking about this, I feel like my favorite way. Wait, what was the question? How do I
to be alone?
Yeah. Just be creative. So it could be website, it could be painting. But yeah, whether by choice or not by choice, doing something creative would be ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, a little, I guess, addition to that question. What would you consider being creative to be? I guess. What is that? What is that? When you're being creative, what are you? What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
What is it? Do you know what it is? I think either taking whatever material exists. So obviously the website, the font exists. I didn't create the font. I didn't create how to move stuff or whatever. But it's like putting it in a way that I deem fit. I want it this way. Or like I didn't make the yarn. I didn't make the paint. But like utilizing it in a way like just
that's satisfying.
Using any type of material, whether digital or physical, and just moving it around and shifting things, and sometimes glue is involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. No, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah. I think that's a great way to describe what creativity is, or what being creative is. You know,
because there's nothing I can really. I was gonna say maybe outside of like having a child, there's nothing I can have from like thin air. Like everything's already here.
Right.
I can only like
rearrange
shift
it,
and move and like you know what I mean?
Yeah, do things with it.
And even then, a child involves things to be made, but
you
get what I'm saying? Like there's really nothing. Everything is.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of moving stuff around. I'm like, this is how I like it. You know, baking is like. You can go back to the goat. I didn't make the milk, or why did I say goat? The cow. I don't know.
Whatever
really
animal
goats.
that milk came from.
I really want goats and chickens, and it's been on my mind a lot. It's been on my mind so much. I really want goats. Okay. I'm gonna milk them. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Do you know what do you know what a pajarete is?
No. What is that?
So
wait, say it again.
A pajarete.
Nope.
It's Spanish.
I
It's Spanish. Okay, so there's farms in Mexico. I mean, there's farms everywhere, sure.
Okay.
But there's a thing, I guess a tradition. The pajarete is a drink. But there's I'm gonna say a tradition of like gathering at someone's farm and having. It could be breakfast, lunch, or dinner, so I don't really know, but they usually do it in the mornings. They just get together and they eat food and they hang out, basically, right? But a pajarete is like the specialty of that event or whatever it is.
A specialty drink?
Yes. And so the way you make it is you get basically, I think it's 100 proof alcohol, so it's 50% alcohol. Okay. Very high alcoholic drink. You pour it into a cup, an appropriate amount, whatever that is. You get alcohol, pour it in the cup. You put some chocolate, kind of like hot chocolate, and then you milk the animal, either a goat or a cow, directly into the cup, and you fill it up, and then you just it gets all foamy too because it's hot right from the animal, and then that's your pajarete, and like that's a thing that they do, that folks do. My mother goes to this like almost every Sunday. Yeah, she's like, we're going to the pajaretes. All right, girl, have fun.
What?
Yeah.
Is that near where you live?
Yes. Because there's ranches, like little ranch areas, and so like there's a few areas you can do this. Yeah, there's one that's like decently big where they have like also like birria and like quesadillas and like a whole like a little area to like make food. And then there's like smaller ones where it's like your neighbor decided to they have goats, so they're like let's come over and just like capajaret and then hang out. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so delicious.
I was like, this sounds like it'll be intriguing to you.
So, alcohol. So, like in an actual cup.
In a cup.
Like you're not making a whole thing to then share. It's like.
No, it's your own cup. Like your own cup, and then they pour it in, and it's like
teat.
next.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! Stop it.
Yep.
Is it's goat or cow or
whatever they have?
Sheep. Yeah.
They have either goats or cows over there, but whatever animal you want or have, you know. Yeah.
I've never. Whoa.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I think the vibe is cool. I don't like it.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't like I had it this. Yeah, I don't like the drink. I think the vibe is cool, but I don't like the drink. Like I'm like it's
because
fine.
Of the alcohol, or you're not a chocolate guy? Oh, because
the milk. The milk will do it for me. I'm like, I'm not straight from the teat kind of girl.
Right,
and also I don't drink usually dairy things. Sometimes I'll risk it and be like, fuck it.
Yeah,
but I'm lactose intolerant to an extent. I don't really know how much.
You know what's crazy? Have you found that that's more true the older you get?
Is that
or were
a thing?
you like that? I don't know. So listen, I'm half white, I'm half black. And I feel like as I've gotten older, I'm singing better.
Oh.
Dancing, moving those hips a little better. And I've become a little bit more lactose intolerant. So I'm like, am I more black now than I was before? I don't know. Have you found that to be true? Like, could you just drink milk when you were young? Listen, I used to drink it by the cup.
We had gallons always.
Listen,
milk was always there.
Bleed through it.
Yeah.
And so now are you finding like...
The thing is, when I was younger, I wasn't exactly. So I'm like, I don't know because I know like my stomach hurt sometimes, but that was life. That was life.
Gosh, no.
And so I'm like, I don't know if I could recognize what was happening until there was a point later on where I was like,
maybe it's been a thing for you. All right. Well,
maybe.
Okay. Well.
But later on, I was like, oh, I cut that out, and then like every once in a while, like recently, I had ice cream because my friend got ice cream for us. And I was like, I'll have a little bit. And usually if I have like dairy, it'll be like a small amount and I'll be fine. But then I'm like, but they bought it for me, so I had to finish the ice cream. And then later on, I was like, yeah. Really? Yeah, I felt like needles.
That's
like,
how they get you. Needles?
Like kind of like just sharp pain.
Like your
more
stomach
like a knife.
Is working overtime.
Yeah. I don't know what that would feel like, obviously, and I hope I never do.
You get the idea.
But yeah, it's just like sharp. It's just like very sharp, like ouch. And so I was like, yeah, I remember this was terrible.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I stay away from it.
Okay, so you're
But sometimes like some cheese, like I'll eat some cheese sometimes and it'll be like, oh, nothing happened.
Oh.
So
is it more like...
I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know the science behind any of that. Listen, I stopped being an engineering student years ago, so I don't know none of that.
I just know the more I stay away from it, the
better
happier
you
my
feel.
gut is.
Okay,
and
good.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'll stay away for the most part.
I feel like you're pretty good at that because I offered you candy.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very good. Like if
Did
something like
something else, I don't remember.
candies and drinks or something.
Oh, the Jelly Belly, whatever. Then the strawberry thing.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
no. I'm like, dang, you're doing good. You have to. You really got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Dang, that's so good.
I feel like with a lot of those things, like candy and like hot Cheetos or like chips or stuff like that, I'm pretty good because when I've had it before, I'm telling you, like one, no, literally, like.
Oh, you're saying Halloween?
Yeah, I'm like, there was one time where I went too far and I hated my the next day, and so whenever I like think of eating a candy now, I like my body is like.
Wait, how long ago was that?
High school. It was like
and still you're
years.
like, nah.
It's just like I don't crave it. sometimes when you crave things, like sometimes like
Sure.
I'll eat chips for sure.
Sure,
I'll
sure.
eat like things or whatever.
yeah.
And sometimes I'll have like a craving for like ice cream. But I get close to something like eating one of those things and I'm like, "Oh, this sounds horrible." And then I just don't eat it.
Wow.
Yeah. But
So
sometimes
your body's doing the work for you.
yeah.
It's not
yeah,
even
yeah.
really over here. Your body's
It's mostly
like, ah.
yeah.
Whoa.
But sometimes I'll fall into like a craving or something and
Sure.
it'll be
or
fine.
your friend buys you ice cream or,
Right. And it'll be like,
Yeah.
"Okay, we'll do it." Yeah, it's fine.
Dang, I'm really trying to get better at that.
I know I know
Self-control.
it can be tough.
I feel like it's not even like you're really only tempted by the things you're tempted by, which is like such a silly thing to say, but like if you're not tempted by the thing, you're not tempted. So I'm really trying to get to a point of like I know these things aren't good for me, and you really lose your appetite because you're
You
like,
do.
I know how this makes me feel, like crap,
Yeah.
total crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you remember that, listen, for me. So remember with your podcast, you're like, I love doing these like moment in time, like I can look back on them. I thought that was so cool. I'm gonna look back moment in time on this guy. I was like, do I want to cover this up? I'm like, you know what? This is gonna remind me that I ate crap the week before, and my body was like, I can't handle all of this all at once.
Right.
The sugar,
Yes.
the dairy, all those carbs. Listen, I eat everything in moderation, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's the
can't-
key. That's
For
literally the
me,
key.
now that I've gotten older, I can't have the pizza, then the burger the next day, and pasta later that night. Like, I
Yeah.
gotta spread it out.
Yeah.
And don't do that while you bake cookies. Don't do that. And then don't just eat the dough and the cookies for the next 3 days.
Right.
Don't do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Come on.
Literally though.
And that's a lot of things people will say with smaller people, skinny people my whole life. They're like, oh, you don't need to lose weight, you need to gain weight. It's like, it's not about, it's how how
does
do I
other
feel?
things. It does other
Do you
things.
see? You can eat the burger, you can eat that. It's like, I mean, I could,
Right.
but
Yeah. How do you build your relationships?
okay, wow, this is so good. I thought about this like, I thought about this a lot. Because as an adult, you're like, how do I make friends?
Mhm.
It's so weird sometimes.
It really is.
But I feel like, when you're not like trying and you just like meet really cool people,
Mhm.
it's just like a natural thing. But you said how do I maintain?
Well, build
How do I build?
relationships.
Honestly, like I feel like you got to put the time in. You have to get to know the person, and then as you get to know them, I wish I was a gift giver. I mean, I've given gifts, but like some people are just so good at like, oh, you like this? I know you love whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm more like a words of affirmation type of gal. I can give that to my friends. I can see like, oh my gosh, you're doing this so well. I'm a great encourager.
Okay.
I feel like hyping people up, supporting people in that way. Because really, at the end of the day, I ain't got money I can spend on you, but I got my time. And I got, what I can give. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that can weigh more sometimes than just like a thing. It's like words have so much meaning and can be so impactful. So yeah, how I build relationships is just like time, which I also feel bad about it because I don't know if you get this like in LA, how like you say you're going to meet up with friends, but you get booked or people get busy or you're just tired.
Yes.
And the amount of time I have not met up with friends, I feel like in LA is like way more than I've actually met up with friends. Like I have a friend that I see more in New York. I go to New York once or twice a year, and somehow we're randomly running into each other, or like my model friends who live here and we're doing fashion week in New York and we spend more time in New York. I'm like, bro, I don't know what it is about this city. Do you feel that? Is it just me?
I don't know if it's the city. I will say it is like
the industry maybe, or like, I don't know.
Kind of like a hustle culture, I would say, and I think that's very hefty in this city.
In LA, yeah.
Hefty.
That's a good that's
I think a lot of people here are on like what's next, and also like or get back to a thing, and so they're so like constantly on this like this train or whatever.
I'm working on it.
you say like things like, let's meet up.
Right.
But then you're like, but I really was supposed to do this before. Or even like,
Right.
I already told them
Yeah.
I would meet up. And then I already told this.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot to do.
Yeah,
that it makes it hard to like actually.
And schedules are never really
So.
a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Random.
Very.
I'm doing like physical. I almost said physical training. Physical therapy. They're training me how to walk again, I guess.
Same thing.
I don't know. I got some weird knee things going on.
Okay.
And the lady was trying to schedule me. She's like, when do you want to schedule? And I was like, when are you free? And she just kind of looked at me. She's like, no, like, when are you like days off or whatever? I was like, nah. I was like, you don't get it.
When are you free?
I was like, when are you free? She's like, what?
That is funny.
And then she's like, okay, what time works best for you? I was like, what time works best for you? And then I can see if I have something going on that day or whatever. But
right.
scheduling is
it's tough.
Tricky.
It's tough. I have a friend, a comet friend. I guess a comet lover is what it's called. Do you know anything about polyamory or non-monogamy?
Yes. Basics.
Okay, so what a comet would be.
Wait, are you saying
comet, like?
Oh no, I have absolutely no idea. I thought you said comic. I was like a funny person. Then you're like a lover of. I'm like a lover of a lover of comedy versus.
Same thing, really.
I was confused. Okay, comet.
A comet. Yeah. Okay. So the idea of a comet would be that it's someone who is in and out your life, not in a particular.
Oh, interesting.
Like.
Yeah.
Points of time.
They're just a shooting star.
Yeah. They come in and out here and there.
Okay.
The way I'm building it, I'm still experimenting with, I guess you could say, because I'm like very specific about how we're building our relationship, and it usually it feels like a comet would be someone who comes in and comes out, and it's not like you're not like working at it or something.
Yes. So it's like it's
a relationship,
a romantic
yes
relationship, and it's just like, so you both are comets.
Yeah.
Is that the word? I don't know.
We're also, like I said, it's very experimenting.
Or you gotta be careful, because are you guys both? Are you guys both comets going the same way? So it might be a little more long term than you thought. Are you guys comets, or you guys are really fancy? Or you like, I'm a comet. You're like, oh my gosh, literally me too. And you're like, wait a minute, the years are passing by, the seasons are changing.
No, yeah.
So you're figuring it out.
So yes, but here's the thing. I can easily see myself like. Okay, so I'm gonna circle back to explain this better.
Okay, yeah, sorry, go.
You know how you're like in LA and you're like you got friends,
yeah,
but you don't see each other often.
Sure.
You see each other more often when you're in New York.
Yeah.
Right. There are some friends where you like still when you see them, no matter what time has passed, you're like good old.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jessica, whoever.
Yeah.
It's the same vibe. It's a good time, and it feels like things didn't drastically change or whatever.
Like
you know,
never
like,
left. Like
exactly.
It was yesterday. Yeah.
I think that's like the general feeling that that comes into play here, right? Like with my comet lover, it's the same idea.
Oh,
it's just there's romance involved versus platonic.
Oh, okay.
And so there's.
So if you happen to be at the same place and time, y'all are locked in.
Yes.
But if not, it's like.
Right.
Like.
It's like we're moving on with our own lives still.
Yeah.
But when we are together, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
We have all these things intertwined. You know what I mean? It's honestly, I have a lot of friends that are like this, that are like core friends, and then there's like other friends that maybe aren't like as close, just probably because we don't have the history or whatever. But they're just still good friends, right? Where I just don't see them all that often. I have like one of my best friends is I see her like a few times a year, if that. Sometimes maybe a whole year has passed. And But
when you're together,
yes, it's like
y'all are locked in. Oh
exactly.
My gosh. Yeah, I love that.
And so that's what I'm trying to build with like this other person, right?
Yeah,
like it's just adding romance and sex and certain intimacies and into the mix. But being able to talk about it, to also be able to like adapt and change if things need to.
Yeah.
But it's
this a new thing the kids are doing these days?
I mean, it's a part of non-monogamy. There's like a
I've never heard of. I'm learning. Which, listen, I I believe there's really nothing new under the sun,
Mm-hmm.
but now there's like more labels for stuff. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. There's
That makes
totally
sense.
different words, and also,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm experimenting and learning
Yeah.
because I also don't know all the. There's like a lot you can get into,
Sure,
like with definitions of certain
Yeah.
words and
Yeah.
this and that.
Well,
I'm not that deep into that kind of relationship building. Like
Yeah.
I don't have those kinds of terms.
Yeah.
I already have a difficulty finding people that are like me. That I'm like, if I get more. Like if like right now the words that I use, sometimes people are like, "What?" and I'm like,
well.
right. Imagine it.
Well.
I don't want to start getting into like lecturing people, so I'm just like, I'm fine with what I know now,
Okay.
and I'll explain it with how I know now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then when I need to evolve that, I will. But
We'll
right now,
get
I'm
there
fine.
When we'll cross the bridge when we get there. Is that what the people are
Exactly.
saying? Yeah.
But back to relationship building.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I don't know how we got into that, but back to
You were
your
just
relationship
educating
building.
me, really. Helping me become a smarter person.
I want to ask, since you started with just general relationships,
Yeah.
you were mentioning that you have something to provide to that relationship,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's time or attention or
Yeah.
words. You provide something if you like that person and if you have a connection, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess when I talk about building a relationship, there are certain acquaintances and friendships that you have that I have that I don't really put work into, that I just connect
Right.
with, and I'm like, that feels great.
Right, 100%.
That's awesome.
If you just see like random people on set or whatever, you're like,
Exactly.
cool, I'll engage with you for a time,
And we'll see you on the next one.
and I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. But when I talk about relationship building, I talk about intention.
Yeah,
You know, like where there's like you and your, is it fiance or husband?
husband, yeah.
Your husband. Where you like both decided you want something together for the future, and then you decided, let's build things together.
Right.
A life, right? Or an apartment, or like whatever. You're building things
Legos
together.
or, like
Let's build Legos together.
I watch him do that. He does all the building.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's a partnership.
Yes, and I think there's work that goes into that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I guess we'll get into the general, like people since that's where you started.
Oh, you want to know romantic?
I want to start there and
Okay.
then go there
And then we'll-
because it'll be
okay.
easier for you to, I think, understand what I'm saying with
Okay,
as far
okay,
as
okay.
building relationships
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
So let's start with your husband.
Well, I like what you said. I guess briefly going back, but
Yeah.
also it relates.
No,
to
if you get it,
romantic
then let's
stuff.
go back to the.
Well, I think also you mentioned intention, which I think is huge because
Yes.
I have to write like alarms in my phone to remind me to like text a person back. Cause listen, I'm discombobulated every which way. Cause I have the list I told you about. I got so many.
Where's the magic list?
I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Not really, but I
No.
do. You know what I mean?
Let's clear that up because sometimes people don't think that a lot is like I have to move my
that's
plant
true.
from the left to right.
Sure.
But
okay.
if you stack up all of those things,
no, that's true.
it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot
It's a
of
lot.
little stuff.
Yeah.
Which like, yeah, a lot of anyway.
Little and big stuff. It
Little
doesn't
and
matter.
big.
There's
It's a
stuff. The
mix.
stuff's on the list, and it's a lot.
If it's on the list, then it's on the list.
Yeah.
But no intention. So, I would say just this year alone, the last 365 days, I've had to apologize to 2 friends because I wasn't getting back with them at a reasonable time for a friendship. It's acquaintance. It's an old boss. Like you're not working for them anymore. You don't like cool. But like to build to be in a relationship with somebody, like
Yeah.
you got to take it seriously. You have to put the intention behind it. So, I can get busy with life, whatever that means. But I'm like, you know what? The things that are important, I want to make sure I'm intentional about them and planning, whether it be like dates with my husband and I, or just time to hang out. We have games. We like love to play games, whether it's like spending time, like playing cards together, whatever, like you have to take that time with that person. But yeah, for me, really, really making it intentional. And I meet so many random people, as I'm sure you do on set, and so many people randomly are like, I want to do this, that, and the other. But it's like, okay, for the friends that I have that I want to keep building this relationship, I gotta be intentional.
Right.
And it's sometimes more than a text. Maybe it's a phone call, and that means maybe is weird or scary. I don't know. Like we're weird about phone calls nowadays. I feel like maybe it's a FaceTime. Maybe it's visiting them. Like I have a friend in Bend, Oregon. I need to see her and her new little baby girl. I need to make that time happen. Like it's so important to like be intentional and build into the relationships. Is that kind of more the route you were thinking? Or?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
I think also, so what it sounds like also is like you want to provide in your relationships. It sounds like, for example, when I build relationships, my priority is mutual understanding. And so it is whether or not something can happen, I want us to both be on the same page.
Whoa, that's so good.
Yeah. And so I'm like, even if I don't have the time for you, I want you to know I don't have the time for you. You know what I mean?
Right, sure, 100%.
Whereas like, it sounds like you'd be more like, for now, from what I can gather so far, it's like, if if you see that they like time, then you're like, on your list, give them some time. You know what I mean? Because you're like, build.
I mean, I go through months sometimes where I don't have time just because work is so busy, or I'm traveling or whatever it is. So like it's, I guess I would say I do really love like giving time if I can, but 100%. Listen, I gotta send those texts. I ain't got the time.
Right.
Love you, but I'll see you when I see you. You know what I mean? And if they're, well, I'm not gonna say if they're a real friend, but like for me, my friends understand that. Like,
right, because they know you.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
They're not like, oh my gosh, she's like brushing me off, or like. We have that conversation. We have that understanding of like
this is
what I'm doing. Not that they have to keep tabs of me or I'm telling them my entire schedule, but wow, that's such an interesting way that you put it. Yeah, mutual understanding. Wow, that's so good.
Yeah. I have
that's key. That's key. I never would have put it in that way, but I think that definitely is a priority in any relationship. Because then trust is built from mutual understanding, and then everything else is like layers after that.
Literally.
Whoa.
Trust is like huge.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Wow. I have to steal that.
Take it.
Wow, that's so good.
I love that you bring up trust because, yes, it starts with communication, right? Like this mutual understanding. After that is when you start building trust because what you do is you use words, right, to communicate what you're saying. And
you're
then
like, I'm
after
gonna show
that.
up at 5. And if you keep showing up at the time you say, then like you build in trust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You first communicate it, and then you use actions.
That's so good.
So then when you're able to place those actions with that thing you communicated, that's when you build trust. Because if you start breaking what you communicated with your action, that's when you start breaking trust.
It's all over.
So yeah,
or
simple
not,
thing like you said. I'm gonna be here at 5.
Yeah.
You didn't show up at 5. It might be small, it might be big. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe if it's big enough, you talk about it. If it's not big enough, then you.
Or even be like, I'm gonna be 20 minutes late.
Right.
Or I actually can't show up today. I broke my leg. I don't know.
Right. Just being honest.
Yeah. Being honest. And
it will help you like show your actions and like be like we're on the same page, same path, kind of thing.
Yeah, mutual understanding is so good. Bringing back when I was mentioning with one of the friends, I had to apologize for just like being tardy, I guess, or whatever in response, or not really. I just had to be truthful and be like, look, this is where I'm at. And once you have the mutual understanding, then it's like, okay, cool. Like, I figured you weren't like blowing me off, but like, I would just appreciate text to be like, I'm busy or whatever, or like whatever it is. So, mutual understanding.
Yeah. I have a friend, one of my best friends that I mentioned earlier.
So good.
Yeah. I love that you're like, mutual understanding.
That really
absolutely
is the
it
start
should
of
be. That is it.
though.
You know, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been doing this a while. You know
Sure
what you're talking about. You really whittled it down to like the core.
Yeah.
But what you're saying about your friend?
So she is very similar in the sense that I'll get a text from her and I'll text back, and it could be like a week or two, and then she'll be like, oh yeah, I texted you.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I don't get hurt by that because I know her.
And there's some times where that happens, right? But like if you're trying to make plans and then maybe you're
right. There's
maybe,
a little. I think she's good at planning though, so it's not. I know her well enough to know what's going on.
Yeah.
If I know that if I called her,
yeah,
she would know something's up and be like, "What's up?" You know, it's not
again,
like
mutual understanding.
Exactly.
You guys know
exactly.
That. Yeah.
So it's like I know that you take your time, you do your thing. I know you're living life. I'm living life, and like. I love the little. Sometimes she'll just be like, "Was thinking about you, hi."
Oh, love, yeah.
It's like cute, love. I love that you do that, and I also sometimes do think of you, and I'll be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yep. Aww,
it's cute,
fresh.
you know. It is that mutual understanding.
Yeah. Wow, that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to more like romantic relationships, that's so true because anytime Miles and I are in a pickle, is that a good word choice? I don't know.
I love that.
Any kind of disagreement, argument, stress, strain is usually because aren't listening, really.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is, mutual understanding.
Yeah.
Because even if you disagree with somebody, as long as you can understand, I mean, this is any relationship, I guess, if I'm trying to think romantically, but even if we disagree, if you have the understanding, it's like, we good. I like you. You like me.
Well,
we committed. We can figure it out. As long as you are listening and have understanding, you can always like figure it out.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait a minute now. You about to say something. Well, listen,
am.
with marriage, we've been through 5 years of weeding out the big stuff.
Uh-huh.
So we're on the same page with all the big stuff. There's obviously going to be some small things that you may never really figure out.
Right.
But yeah, what you were going to say.
Oh, well, I was going to get into
like having children, like I would hope we know that by this point. You know what I mean? Like
I guess that's a specific, I mean, okay, so yes, that's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that can be big deals. I think like I'm going to ask first, are you monogamous? Which I assume yes, because you didn't know much about non-monogamy.
Well, so, the common thing, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. I say with monogamy and with monogamous folks.
Yeah. Folks.
With my monogamous folks.
Yeah, see?
I think with them.
Yeah.
There's like oftentimes.
Yeah.
Both people get into a relationship with the word monogamy, and they immediately assume that it comes with a set of rules, right? Mm-hmm. And then they assume that those rules are the same for the other person, because a lot of people just think monogamy.
Oh,
that's what this is.
Yeah.
But then
that could
certain
look different
problems
for each person.
Exactly.
Yep, 100%.
Yep. And I would think more so on literally the relationship.
Yeah.
Not even. Like, I would just get into, like, what does cheating look like to you? And then some people have different minds, different ideas. Yep. But even going into the thing that you said, which is, like, do we both want children? Like, this topic.
Yeah.
When people commit to a monogamous relationship, they kind of have to look that far ahead and really far ahead, because the idea behind monogamy is forever, right?
Yeah.
And so I think it is important for sure to have big questions, whatever big questions are for you, like big, right? Because maybe having children for some reason wouldn't be a big deal,
whatever.
But I do think that is a big question.
It's kind of a big deal.
It is a big question, but maybe not to you, but bring up the ones that are big to you. So,
right.
It is a good thing that you said that you already hashed out like these big things in your guys' lives.
Yeah.
Because a lot of folks don't. Not even like a child. Like, that is huge. Please talk about that.
I know. But finances. Who's gonna do the chores? Like, how do you split your bills?
All those
You're gonna
things.
have the same bank account. Like,
all those things.
Yeah. Logistics. Am I gonna change my last name? Is he gonna change his? He would never. But I ended up doing it. You know what I mean? Like, just all the things.
Yeah. All the things. I mean, my question to you would be like, not what have you talked about, because there's plenty.
Yeah.
But how do you go about having those conversations? And then, like, because sometimes it's kind of
just like
it can
dating, if you're monogamous, or what do you mean?
I would say
just like now, or like.
I would say with your experience, right? Yeah. With your husband, I would say, since that's who you have.
Who I'm with right
now. How would you go about communicating with this person when you know it's something serious, or maybe how do you resolve things when you know there is probably indifference or not indifference? What is that, like, when you guys are like at opposite ends? Yeah, disagreement. Yeah. When you have a feeling like, or you've already talked about something and you know there's like a disagreement, how do you approach communicating, knowing that it might be tense or might be like difficult or whatever? Because a lot of people don't realize that that's gonna happen. And
so
how
you're
do you
saying, like,
how do you deal?
dating,
How do you go? I would say,
like, with the pursuit of moving forward with the person.
Or like, I don't know if dating means before. Yeah, I mean, even out, because you probably still have like conversations
all the time. You have to,
right?
Because we're completely two different people and brains.
That.
You should like. I would be worried. I mean, I'm not saying like you should be like fighting, like arguing, but there should 100%. You should always have disagreements. You're gonna want bacon, and they want tofu. I don't know. Right. I don't know. So yeah, if you don't have and maybe disagreements aren't necessarily the best word choice, but like differences,
differences
guess, really,
is a good word. Yeah.
it like I would be concerned. So yeah, we always have differences. So now, and that's a good point of if it's like a little tender, you know what I mean, a little sore spot. The mutual understanding, like if it really is like a sensitive topic, it's so good to just sit the person down. Listen, I like you. We're on the same team. If there's any kind of issue or problem, don't ever let it be the person. Let it be the thing.
Right.
Whether it's what you're eating for dinner. I don't know. Like whatever the issue is. Like the understanding of children or like, I don't have kids, so maybe that's a bad example. Where you're going to live. How much you want to spend on rent. Whatever the issue is, let it be about that and not them, if that makes sense. Because like, especially like if you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody and for the future, monogamous, this whole thing, it's like you got to do what's best for the partnership. So figuring out what that looks like, you've already decided you like each other, you're at this point, you're committed. So how did you say that? Mutual understanding. Start with that, and attack the issue, attack the problem. Don't ever like attack the other person, because that will get you absolutely nowhere.
Right.
But heartache, pain,
attack the problem,
and
not
more
the person
soreness, and like tenderness and stuff. So coming at it with and also being okay that like you might disagree, like you know what I mean. Like you'll have to figure
for those cases, like when you do disagree and like there is nothing other than disagreement there. Yeah. How do y'all move forward? Yeah. Or how would you move forward?
Well, let's specify, because I think if it is children, that's pretty big. You'd have to. I mean, you got to make the decision, I guess. Like, how do you like if you really want children and your spouse is like, nah, bro. Like, I believe in like you're married. I mean, there's caveats of like abuse,
right?
Cheating,
right.
You know what I mean? Like that's not good. Let's not sit in there. Let's not sit there. I don't know what to tell you. You really listen. You got to figure this out before marriage. Before you're married, you got to figure that out. That's the whole thing. You really in dating, you really have to have those conversations. And people change. Some people, especially women, are like, oh my gosh, I would never have kids.
So you're saying have the biggest things on your list should be done before marriage.
Because this stuff, like when I tell
makes
you
sense to
probably
me.
Daily, right? You're like,
right.
Because when I tell you daily, I'm trying to think of something today that we disagreed on. Okay, this is like a silly example. Disney, right? There's these passes right now for residents. I think it's $83 for 3 days, so it comes out to like almost like $250 or $248 or something like that. I'm like, I want to go one day. He's like, I want to do, or no, I'm like, we should buy the full pass because it gives you 3 days. He's like, I want to do 1 day. He's like, I only need 1 day. I mean, like, that's like such a small little thing, but like, that doesn't matter. Like, you don't need to fight about it. You don't need to argue about it. Like, whatever, we'll figure it out. It's like not a big issue. Like, kids, that's a big issue. Finances, that's huge. Like, religion, that's huge. Right. Politics, or whether you're not into politics, that's huge. Right. These are all things. I don't know. No. How they can get in, even like, oh, this is my boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever it is, and you're on polar opposites. I guess if it's just like more of like a fun thing, sure. But if you're like, I'm dating for the pursuit of like, and maybe not like right now, like don't put a ring on it now, but like maybe I'm with them for longer term. It's like these are things you at least have to know where you stand. You know what I mean? And like, again, people can change, but so when we have like these disagreements, it's like it's literally like today again, like I want Disney this, I want that. It's like Universal versus Disney. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, who really cares? It's not like I want to have children. He's like, no. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
I see what you mean by by you saying like in dating now, where I'm like, okay, so you talk about this before marriage because these are huge topics, and if you don't disagree, make that choice before you make this commitment.
Or even
makes sense.
Or like some people never get married. I mean, I think
or just like thinking of monogamous long term.
Yeah, or any relationship where like I mean, I don't know if it really works with friendships, but even for the people who are closest to you, like you're not with people who are so against the things you really believe in.
Those things just kind of switch up a little bit.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like, I really believe in people should be treated this way, you're not going to have a best friend who's nasty to people, who's like rude, who tears people down.
Right.
You just wouldn't do that. So why would you be in a relationship with somebody like that?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it seems so obvious, but I think a lot of people, once sex is involved, once feelings are involved, it gets a little trickier. But you really listen. You got to talk it through. I'm not going to say I'm for long distance, but like low key, to really get to know a person, talking, mutual understanding, very important. Don't recommend the long distance, but I recommend talking. I recommend engaging in conversation about topics that are important. And for those people who like don't really care and they're just like, I'm just getting to know this person for funsies. It's like, okay, cool. But if your feelings, if you get caught up and now you're more long term, some people have children, you a little bit more locked in, and you're like, dang, I don't agree with half of what they believe in or what they say.
Right.
That's tricky. So you gotta be careful. It's
you
like with modeling. You gotta do your research. Have everything in writing.
Right.
You really got to know the person. Yeah.
I agree.
So we dated 5 years. I mean, it's not to say that even today we're not. Well, I'm trying to think of what it was the other day. I'm like, I'm learning new things about this man every day, and we're changing as people. So it's so funny when we were dating. Like, I don't even know that we were like 6 months in. He's like, we were having these types of conversations. Like, how do you feel about long term? Like, what do you think about this, that, whatever? And he's like, oh, man, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. This is, like 10 years ago now, because we've been together a total of almost 10 and a half years coming up. And so we're much younger, you know, not in a place really that we were thinking of like marriage necessarily.
Right.
I mean, we were dating with the intent of marriage. Like, can I see myself marrying this person? But we weren't like, put a ring on it right now. If that makes sense. Right. And he's like, man, he's like, how do you feel about being with somebody like 20 years, 10 years, 50 years? He's like, don't you think you'd get bored? Like, does that ever worry you?
Right.
And I'm like, we are changing all the time. All the time. I'm like, as long as you continue to get to know that person, you're going to be learning something new, and you're going to be growing like every day, every year. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that way of thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Growing together, making sure that you remember.
Sometimes it's not always fun, but it's mostly fun.
Yeah.
It's mostly fun.
What is or are your passions?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so overall, I would say people. Like, that's the only thing that makes anything worthwhile.
People.
Like, actually. Like, in my mind. Like, or else what are we doing?
Yeah.
Because, like, honestly, like, I don't know about you, but, like, I could, like, was it the first question or second question? Like, how do you spend your alone time?
Second.
It's like, even if I'm doing what I love to do, I feel like if I do that all the days of my life, what's the point?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You want to share
at
some
least,
of that.
you know what I'm saying? We're very communal beings. You know, I feel like we were made to be in community. So, yeah, I think people are important. I think people are so important.
You mentioned that in the first question with your modeling, like when you were starting off, your engineering switching to modeling, where you were like, connecting is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I love this. I love like being around people and what comes with that. Yeah.
You're so good. Look at you. Connecting the dots. You know what I actually really enjoy about the industry as a whole is, like, so I'm really big on people doing their passions, doing what they like, doing what they enjoy, doing their gifting. And I think you have your own special skills that, like, no one else on earth has. You have a certain way about you. The people, you know, your family and friends, the place that you were placed in, I guess, like, you have influence in your sphere, you have a sphere. Wow, I've never tried to say that word that way. You have a sphere of influence that only you have. You're the only one with that sphere of influence. And all your passions, giftings, all that stuff is really, I believe, like, really important for the people in your life. And what I really enjoy about LA, or just the industry in general, is there's so many people utilizing their skills, whereas in a lot of places people just aren't, they're not even trying, whether from fear, whether from, I don't even know, fear, maybe pride, they don't want to make a mistake, or like whatever
sometimes
the case
just too
is.
comfortable with whatever else is happening.
Too comfortable, whatever it is. And the thing about the thing about being in the industry, you really got to be a champion of yourself. You really got to champion yourself. You really, like, your artistry is only getting better because you're putting the time and effort. You know, your acting is literally because you're submitting or taking that call or driving to work, like whatever the case is. Like, you're building up your skills as an actor by taking classes or getting your headshots or whatever. It's like you're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort, you're working on your craft. And in a lot of other places, like coming from Idaho, like kind of more of a small town. Well, I grew up a military brat. So my dad was in the Air Force, moved like every 3 years. I grew up on Air Force bases. So that's a whole nother culture of itself. But he retired in Idaho, dinky little town. And then the little towns outside the college I was going to, I was tutoring at a school. And you just hear these kids' dreams and goals. And it was like, I want to be, I don't know.
An astronaut.
No, it was like not a janitor, but like, there's nothing wrong with being a janitor. But I'm just saying, like, they had such limited scope because what they see is their friends and family, adults, aren't really pursuing anything outside of like the norm or maybe what's comfortable, like their dreams. And not saying like you can't do something that other people wouldn't want to do. I'm like,
like being a janitor, if you want to
well, listen, I wouldn't want to program computer programs. That's just not my thing. But for some people, that's their whole vibe. Like, they love it. They love programming. I don't even know. I don't know.
They do. No, they do. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
I guess
whatever it is, pursuing that. And I just see so many people. I guess you don't have to be in a small town. I just see so many people doing what they feel like they have to do. And listen, there are some people, they're kind of in between a rock and a hard place.
Yes.
And they kind of have to. You kind of just gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? To a point. I think there's like caveats to that, but just being in a place where people are really pursuing their dreams and working out their passions, and that makes me so happy. And I just love hyping people up, like seeing you do this and being like, oh my gosh, like you really put out great quality work. You have great questions, great answers. Like, you're engaged, you're involved. You're quick. You have great vocabulary. Like, you look good. You dress. You brought the wardrobe, the hair.
Girl.
You know what I mean? You did the hair. Like, just all the things. You know what I mean? Like, I love hyping people up. And what makes it easy for me is because you came prepared. You came with great wardrobe. You came with your great vocabulary that you've been learning by asking those questions of, like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, I just love being in a place where, like, I can hype people up. And it's so hard to hype people up who, like, don't care about their job. Aren't doing their best, don't care how they're coming across. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you have that 9 to 5, or even I've met a few people in the industry who are so like, another day on set. I'm like, another day on set. They're like, oh my gosh, like, and I get it. You have like long days. Sometimes it's hard, but like the attitude was like, I don't even want to be here. I'm like, I can't hype that person up. You know what I mean? Yeah, go home. Like, what did you? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Leave this place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just love that there's so many people here like pursuing their dreams, and they're stoked, they're excited, and you have days where you're down.
Of course.
And then those are the times your friends are gonna hype you up, remind you who you are, what you came here for. You know.
Right.
So, what was your question?
No, you're answering it beautifully.
Oh, it was my passion.
Yes.
People. Yeah.
And hyping them up. People just like, absolutely. I think that was a great way. I know, like, sometimes we lose track of what we were saying, but that was, trust me when I say, I followed the tangent, and it all makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something like really cool to what you said that I guess I hadn't thought of before, because I love hyping people up too. I just never thought of it the way that you just described it, where it's like you're making it easy by doing the things you like, and then someone recognizing that. You're just being like, I see what you did, and it's awesome that you did what you wanted to do.
And honestly, there's some people who have a passion and they may not have the skill. Let me hype you up. You practicing. Maybe you suck, but you trying. You love it. You're excited. Let me be excited for you.
Literally. I think that's the most beautiful thing there is. Yeah. There's like, I mean, using me as the example.
Come on now.
The whole thing that I said, I'm learning to sing. I'm also learning to dance. I'm also like in the beginning world of acting for myself too. So I'm learning a lot. Yep. And I'm not good at a lot of these things in certain areas, you know? Sometimes I'm like, you really did that.
Sure.
I was like, all right, get it, girl. But sometimes I'm like, that wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm still going through it. I'm still working through it because it's something I like to do. It's something I want to do better for, like, because I want to see it better, you know? And to, like, hear someone to then be like, yes, through every part of that journey, not just the, like, oh, that looked good, but, oh, you didn't do great, but I love that you're out here doing that and sharing that moment with me, because you didn't have to. I didn't have to tell you that I suck, but, like, you're here with me and you're not putting me down for that. You're not being like, yeah, you do suck.
Right.
It's more like, you're doing the thing. You're doing the thing you want to do.
And listen, it's not to say you can't be honest, you know?
Right.
You're not there yet.
Right.
But I love, like, and it's not like, oh, you're not there yet. Like, you're not there yet. Like, let's be honest. You don't have to be, you know, you don't have to do full sugar over the coat. You can have a little coat of sugar. Make it a little sweet. A little easier to take down, you know what I mean? So you could be like, you know, you can be honest, but just in a way you could still be encouraging. Yeah, I like hyping people up. And I think, like, do you believe in God?
I believe in a higher
God,
power,
I guess. Okay. So I have did you see my little sticker? It says, what does it say? Oh, it says, bruh, Jesus loves you. So I have a relationship with Jesus Christ. I really I really believe everybody has, like, a skill, a purpose. And when people are living in their life where they're actually working towards what they enjoy doing and what they have a passion about, I'm just like, you're doing it.
Right.
You're doing the thing. Like, I don't believe, like, I guess, I don't know what you believe because you believe in higher power, but I don't believe we're just on earth to, like, I don't know, I guess even low-key, like, figure it out. Like, I really feel like we all have,
like, a path that's already set.
Like, you have a skill set. Like, maybe you're not, I don't even know that I could think of something you're not, because you do all the things. But, like, I'll say you're really good at, like, relationships and being relational, because communication is important to you. And I think you're such a good speaker. You're a really good connector. And that's, like, a skill you have that, like, not everybody has.
Right.
And you're utilizing that in, like, in acting, through the podcast, through your writing and your music. I'm assuming you're just connecting with people. You love connecting with people. So that's a skill that you have, and you didn't necessarily have to find it. It came naturally to you, I would assume. Don't you feel, like, comfortable in this role? You know what I mean? Like, you don't, you know what I mean?
With the way you said that, don't you feel comfortable?
You're like, you can sit in it, you found what it is, if that makes sense. And it's gonna look different. It's not like you have to just do a podcast. Like,
right.
You're doing your podcast, you're doing so many different things, even just the way you communicate with people. But at the core of it, you have, like, that gifting, I guess you could say. Slow down back there. Y'all don't need to be honking like that. Or maybe they agreed. Yeah, they agreed.
I think so.
So yeah, I believe we all have that. And yours clearly, one of them, like, one of the things that you have is, like, your communication skills and the way you're able to connect with people. Like, we haven't really known each other that long, but I feel like I know you, my bro. I feel like I know you. You know what I mean? Because you have that skill. You know what I mean? Not everyone has that. So, yeah, I just think it's great. Living in a city where people are really trying to utilize their skills, their passions, desires, dreams, whatever it is, I'm hyped for that. Because there's so many people and I'm not going to say, like, you're not living the life you're supposed to live, but, like, there's something real depressing about not doing what you're, like, called to do, I guess, in the world. When you're, you know what I mean? That's a lot of people, a lot of my friends that I know who don't enjoy their 9 to 5. Some people love it. You're not living, like, what you want to be doing, and it freaking sucks. You don't feel like you're in the right space, and it's uncomfortable.
Right.
And, like, again, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, survival is obviously,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but to be able to be yourself. We got a lot of labels nowadays for everything, but, like, just to be you, man, it's so great. It feels so comfortable, and you are very clearly succeeding at, like, an exponential speed than, like, other people who try to do this, who's maybe this isn't their thing.
Right.
Because you just do this, you know what I mean?
No, literally.
And, like, learning the technology might be something that takes a minute, but, like, just doing this, you're so great at it.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
You're so great at it. And I love that, like, you even have a purpose in it. Like, I feel like similarly, like the 2 conversations we've had, you also in your own way, like you want to hype people up. You want them to be connected, and you want them to know purpose. You just want them to be good people and live out life in like a good, positive way. So yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I just think that's so great. Absolutely. You're doing it. You're doing the thing. I love it. I love to see it. And it's so encouraging, honestly. It's really encouraging. Like having that conversation that we had like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I was telling you the list, you know? Yeah. I'm like, I'm getting through it so quick. Cause also I feel like it's just like, do it. You were just like, just do the thing. I'm like, I need to just do the thing.
Yeah. Just start somewhere.
Yeah.
Start anywhere on that list, but just start it.
So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, just wanted to hype you up a little bit. Look
Thank
at me.
you.
Look at me. Looking at you. Look at me.
Love. You know, to give you a little bit of that back too. Yeah. Like, I realized you mentioning something like you're just good at something, right? I think it's also a cool thing to be aware of that. Like, I'm aware of what you mentioned, but it's so really lovely to hear someone else
be able to like see that. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I already knew that. I
love that you know that. There's so many people who don't, or who are scared to figure it out.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Because honestly, what is sadder than not having the thing you want? Like, imagine if you wanted to be, you know what I mean? So I do get the fear of people not wanting to figure it out what truly they want to do, because if they really believe it's unobtainable or they'll never reach it or whatever, that's almost worse than knowing.
Yeah.
Being in the dark sometimes feels like it makes more sense, but the growth and like where you're going to be in a year is going to be crazy.
Literally.
Like, actually.
Literally.
Wow. I'm so glad. I'm very happy for you. You're doing great.
Thank you. But also I wanted to say that your thing, where you're very clearly aware of it as well, is your ability to hype someone up is not just because sometimes when you hear hype someone up, it's kind of just like giving off like an energy so they can get like whatever. And it's like, yeah, you do have the good energy and you have the energy to do this. But also I think you were just, obviously you're aware of it. You're very good at like catching what those things are, like recognizing that thing that I am aware of, recognizing the things that I am already excited about for myself. You're good at recognizing those to then just like add on to that and be like, I see that you know what you're doing, basically, and it just makes it that much more positive. Because like you could just be like, you're amazing. You could just be like,
you're so great.
Exactly.
Which like is true. I mean, it's not a lie.
Right. But you get specific to what it is about me that is so good.
Wait, I love that you're saying that, because I feel like that is something that I love being able to give to people, but it's a skill I've had to hone in, and I'm still working at it. So I'm actually like almost surprised that you're like one that you're like, you clearly know what you want. I feel like, I don't know if you saw me from it, like I do. I was like, I mean, hyping people up and like being encouraging, I guess, whatever. But I'm kind of like, do I know what I'm doing? Do I know what I'm doing with my life?
Well, think about it the way that I'm good at relationship building is what I call it, right? Or connecting with people. If I know I'm good at this, I just decided to use that and like create something as well as like showcasing the people that I'm connecting with, because that's like something I love to do. You're good at hyping people up, whatever that looks like creatively. That's up to your imagination, you know. But you are good at that. You are like good at like again, it's finding those specific things that will make someone feel like, oh my god, not only seen but like supported and uplifted, and that's like really cool. I love that. You know,
when you were saying that, I was thinking of with modeling, one of the things I really enjoy. So a lot of people think modeling is like, it's about me and my face and I do hand modeling sometimes, my hands, like it's the product. When I go on set and I'm wearing a jacket, it's about being able to showcase the pockets, the seams, like how the fabric moves, like being able to hype up the designer in that way and be able to showcase their work. Also, makeup is a thing, hair is a thing. Like, I don't know if people say this all the time. You're the canvas as the model. You're the canvas of whatever. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Just being able to see what's already there and being able to showcase it. And I think as a model, that's important too. Is realizing it's not about you.
It's showcasing it.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
the product, like whatever it is. I'm at here. Hand me your water bottle real fast. Or wait, well, careful for the branding. I guess I don't know. But like,
Right.
it's not like I'm gonna be like this. Like I'm gonna have it front and center. Sometimes like it's gonna be in your face.
Right.
Sometimes the product, you're like, they cut me out. It's like, because it wasn't about you.
Wow. I know what I'm.
Which takes the pressure off as well.
What I'm also like about is like you connecting that to what you were saying earlier with, which is like showcasing something outside of you. You know what I mean? That's what you're doing when you're uplifting other people.
True.
You're like showcasing them.
That's true.
You're being like,
yeah, you're highlighting them.
Yeah. Interesting.
And with mutual communication.
All of it, understanding.
Mutual understanding.
But all of it.
With mutual understanding, like I had to listen and like see you to be able to give you your flowers, roses, whatever that makes sense. I'm trying to
flowers.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So you'll be able to use those seeds. Anyway.
Yeah. I was gonna say I like planted flowers. I think flowers that are cut are pretty, but sometimes I don't know why. Sometimes I'm like
your photos on your Instagram.
Yeah.
I forget.
Yes.
Did you grow those, or that's just like
no.
as you're walking?
I see them outside or something, and I'm like, yeah.
Wow. Well, those marigolds are beautiful.
Can't wait.
And they deter pests, so that's why I got them. So enjoy. Yeah. But yeah, you have to listen. You have to be connected to the person and see them to be able to give them their flowers. You know?
Yeah. No, I know. That's absolutely. Because if not, it turns into that whole thing where you're just saying you're great. Yeah. And it's like that energy's nice.
Good.
Yeah. Energy's nice. But like the way
there's more of a depth to it when it's more specific, which is crazy because like I feel like this wasn't even me like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like the depth thing. Like I grew up, we did not communicate. I did not know emotions past maybe happy, angry, and I could not verbally articulate them. Bro, this has been a journey. So this is really nice that you're saying that because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm growing.
Yes.
I'm growing. Yes.
We love that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
That's so beautiful. I love that.
Wow.
Growth.
Moment in time. I'm excited to watch this back. I'll be like, wow, dude. I'm even better at it now.
Yes. No, literally, yes. I can't wait for that moment because you will feel it. You'll be like.
We'll have to do another one in a year or 5 years or like whatever that looks like.
When I make the round twos. Get it after everyone.
Yeah.
Where are you now?
Oh my god.
Who are you now?
Who are you now?
Yeah.
Oh, you have 4 children. How's that possible? It's a year.
Wait a minute. Wow.
What has changed?
That would be a lot.
That would be a lot. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Beautiful.
gosh, so good.
Okay.
You
so
killed it, bro.
With that, I have one more question.
Oh.
The last question.
Oh wow.
If this were your podcast,
Stop.
how would you end it?
I mean, well, if you were my guest, I'd be like, where can they find you? What do you have going on? Tell the people what you're excited about.
So, where can they find you?
Wait, you're not gonna answer it.
Do you want me to answer it?
Actually, I am interested. Like, what are you excited about right now?
Okay.
Oh yeah, do you give your socials, or you probably have it like?
I guess I usually just put yours at the end, but mine are at the description. So you can
Okay.
find me at the description under the description.
So then maybe what are you excited about right now? What are you really excited about right now?
Okay, what am I really excited about right now? Ooh, well, like right now,
Yeah.
it's this conversation we had.
Oh my God, stop!
It was a lovely conversation. So
That's
now
so
I'm gonna
good.
be leaving with a bit of a glow. You know, a
Okay.
bit of like,
Oh, wow.
love, that was
Okay.
awesome.
Aw.
I think it's that, and also like having set this up.
Yeah.
There's a few things here that like the lights and the tripod or whatever like that are new, and so
It is legit.
seeing it, I'm like, oh, awesome! It looks great,
It
and
looks
then
great.
and then having someone who recognizes that, I'm like,
I'm like, how much do I need to pay you? Cause I'm like,
thank you.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. If only I could show y'all, but you can't see. Maybe I'll go on Instagram. I'll show you there.
Okay, no. Yeah. So what do you? So yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
If you have any more, like, well, you're saying music.
Yes, I am actually very excited about that too.
Yeah.
I have a friend who is a producer singer who's working on his EP, and I am working with him on just like like for myself, like practicing, like I said, being on key and like my vocals and stuff.
Oh, you're like on the EP with him, or?
I'm gonna be on one of his songs. For like I'm gonna feature on one of them, so that is kind of like interesting how my voice is what he's gonna do with my voice and whatever. So that'll be very fun. But also outside of that, I have now a setup in my place, not in his place now, because that's where I practice like that. I also practice like by singing along to music in the car and making sure I can hear myself and stuff.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's so much
you're
fun.
doing the work. You said
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fun?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
it's
love that.
amazing, I think, because I also like sing on my own without anything to make sure I can hear what I'm doing. I'll do that in my RV because I live in an RV, so I'll walk around and like sing and whatever. Wow. But I also have a setup now where I can like actually start to work with engineering the sound and like producing the sound, you know, like so like how like producers do it.
Like making beats? Or
no, like well, yes,
just like tweaking the vocals and moving things and like
yes, like layering vocals, comping them.
Whoa.
And like that way I can, and also like doubling my vocals. Like it's basically learning how to not just sing, because I can hear myself back and I can like learn how to sing and be on key and whatever, but also learning how to create my sound. You know how like artists have their sound?
Are you finding your sound right
now? Yeah. I'm in the in the beginning process because I just got this set up at home. So, but I'm about to start like practicing that and like, do I like that? Do I like how it's layered? What voice did I like it? Because we sing in different ways, right? Like obviously, but
Well, do you even mean like your chest voice versus throat versus more nasal?
And then also like with your
runs.
Like, yeah, but I guess more so like
okay, no. You're like nah. You're like I'm editing.
No, like
this all
like
out.
yes, no, literally all that. But then there's like one more layer where I think, for example, if you sing along to a certain like a Ariana Grande song, there's a way that I mean, this is how I'm practicing.
Like how she does her vowels or stuff?
Yes.
Or like,
I guess an accent.
Yeah.
Not like fully. Not like I'm not going to be in a British accent, right?
Yeah.
But like the way you twist your words around a little bit will change depending.
Like all those songs that they did in the early 2000s.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Whoa.
I am literally.
So you're just finding what sound feels right, sounds right,
exactly.
Whatever.
And then, and how you said with being creative, all I'm doing is like placing things together and seeing what I like and being like, well, that's a thing, you know?
Wait, that's really cool that you're able to utilize your electronics while you're doing your vocals.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't have the skill either in music or computer stuff. And so, whoa, that's probably...
It is. It'll be interesting, and it won't be the perfect setup because I know people will be like, "You need to be in like a booth or whatever," but that's not true. You don't. So
it's the whole thing.
Yeah, but I've like with my setup, I'll be able to like work on it and then also edit and like, you know, it'll take practice. Like when this started, 100%. It was rough.
Yep.
And now it's getting smoother and smoother. That's just all it's gonna be.
Like when you first learn to walk.
Quite literally.
I have a little nephew and he be fumbling, stumbling.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so many little baby horse videos are coming up on my feed now. I'm not sure why, but I'm not mad about it. And their little legs are like...
Yeah. Like,
and then you see the stallions when they're like full grown and they're like...
Literally.
You about to be a stallion. Right now, you're just a little filly. Is that what they're called?
Is that what they're called? I hope so.
You're like, what are you saying? Yeah, just bleep it out.
We're gonna ignore that.
Bleep it out and just put little horse.
Little horse.
Little, I don't know.
Whatever it is, I'm youngin'.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, same question to you though.
Okay.
What are you most excited about right now?
Oh my gosh. Whoa, this is a crazy question because. Okay, let me think about this.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh, wait a minute.
The elevator music.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a do, but it wasn't. And I was like, Wait, what is this?
Oh.
I'm
just waiting music.
Right. You are really good at dancing, though. By the way,
Thank you.
You're so good at that. Let me see. What am I excited about? My mom is coming to visit soon, but I'm also kind of sad because she's coming when Miles is on tour. But that'll be good. It'll be a good like mother-daughter time. You know what I'm really excited about is for the weather change. I'm excited for fall.
Me too.
I love hot chocolate. Listen, I drink it any time of the year, but like to be cozy, to have a little bit of the crisp weather. I'm excited for the weather change. I'm gonna go down a little list. I'm excited because
go on your list
because I just did a bunch of test shoots because
Okay.
I'm in the search now for a new modeling agency in LA and several other locations. So I did a bunch of tests. I'm waiting back for those images. I'm stoked for that. What else? What else am I excited for? I'm excited for the slow cooked chicken I'm making later this week.
Ooh,
I just started it. If y'all make chicken, you gotta slow cook it. It's so good. I don't know.
How does that work? Like what do you mean slow?
So
like for a week?
No, no. Later this week. No, it's like a 3-hour process.
Okay.
So you put it on like for 250, and it just stays there for like 3 hours. At the end of it, it's falling off the bone. It's insane.
Yum.
I'm salivating.
Yum.
Oh my gosh, I love to eat. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for a lot of things. My friend's getting married this weekend. I'm seeing another friend I haven't seen in a while. I'm gonna visit. Yeah, work has been slow. I don't know if you could tell. So there's not really anything work related that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this job. It's just kind of life stuff. Like, this is so funny. My friend's out of the country, but I'm like really excited to do a puzzle with her.
I love
waiting.
puzzles,
I love puzzles, but there's a point where like it's too much for me. You know what I mean?
No,
After like 500 pieces, I'm like, I need some help.
No, I love puzzles together.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was one time on set, just real quick. There was one time on set where there was just a puzzle out. Someone came and brought like a puzzle out, a huge
Holding,
puzzle.
they just had.
In Holding. It was for a commercial, I think. No, it was for the Disney. What was it? The Wizards of Waverly Place, but like the.
Oh really? The one that's out now.
Yeah.
The
new
sequel
one.
or like whatever it's called.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Whoa.
And they just had a puzzle out, and so me and a few people were just like on there doing it. It was so much fun.
That's such a good idea because you're literally there for like 12 hours a day.
Literally.
14 hours.
Yeah. And I so happened to not bring stuff, and I was mad about that. I was like, I forgot my thing, my bag, with my stuff to bring to like keep busy.
Yes.
And they brought that stuff, and I was like, oh my god. And there was a ping pong table too. Like just.
At Disney?
It was great. Oh no, it wasn't at Disney. It was at I said Disney because it was
Fox
Wizards, but it was up in Santa Clarita.
Oh weird! You were on location?
It was
or
no. It was on
their own studio.
It was a studio. It was
really?
yeah.
Oh, interesting. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited for life stuff. Work. I don't know. It's a weird time right now.
Yeah. I feel it.
I ain't got no prospects. But I'm submitting. Oh, you know what I am excited for and nervous about, which is also something we talked about however many weeks ago. I am excited and nervous about doing more like theatrical acting. It's a whole thing. I don't know. I come more from the modeling commercial world.
Yeah.
But I'm like, let me audition. Let me try to get in some little short film, whatever. I've done a few things here and there, but like, I'm like, let me grow myself. Let me do something I've done and I like to do, but I'm not there yet, so it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So like, and maybe it's always gonna be uncomfortable, but let me push myself.
Yes.
I hate being stagnant and like.
Yeah, a healthy push.
Listen,
nice.
I like feeling safe. I was gonna say I don't like to always feel safe. I like to feel safe, but I like to push the boundaries. You know, we're all kind of. Okay, I keep talking about children and babies. I don't know if it's because I'm seeing all these horses and cows being born on my page every day, but you think of when you're a child in your mother's womb, very confined, very safe, very cozy. Once you're out in the world, go out in the world. You don't gotta stay in your house, in your apartment, with your same friend group, with your same job. You can explore. You can move. You got free will. I love those memes now. Well, they have free will. It's like, have you seen those? You know what I'm talking about? Like they'll eat a burrito like in the middle, and they're like, I see you using your free will. Like, just like dumb stuff people do. And they're like, we all got free will, I guess.
Oh, cute. I have not seen those.
You haven't?
I'm sure they're going to start popping up.
Yeah. Where's your phone?
Yeah, no, it's
free will.
It heard it. I know you heard.
Yeah, so that's scary, but that's what I'm excited for. Killed it.